Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for another episode of our Manchester City Master League here on PES 2022. We've had a bit of a tough ride, haven't we, the past two episodes? Results not going our way, the team's been struggling, condition of players, Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, people like that, some of our best players in downwards condition, and we've really struggled. Hopefully we've turned a little bit of a corner with a few, sort of grinded out results against Chelsea and Leicester City in the last episode. We are top of the Premier League table, but level on points with Liverpool only ahead on goal difference. And we have some tough away games today. So the first game of the episode is against Burnley, which we will simulate. And then we go away to Molineux to face Wolves and go away to London Stadium to face West Ham United. So a 2-0 win against Burnley, Liverpool win 1-0 against Newcastle United, Chelsea lose 1-0 to Leeds, which is big for us, sort of knocking them down a little bit, and Manchester United have lost 4-0 to Crystal Palace at home. Wow, so some results there that don't go for them teams at all trying to win the title. Same for Tottenham. I think it is us versus Liverpool once again for the Premier League title. We've increased our goal difference a little bit there by 4. But exactly the same result, identical results. You see there, 13 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss. Wolves are down in 14th this season, West Ham down in 12th. We haven't had a look to the bottom of the table quite yet. It's the newly promoted sides, Bournemouth and Fulham down there, along with Burnley, Sheffield United, Brentford, Watford, Wolves possibly in there, and Aston Villa as well. But Burnley look like they're going to go down actually with those. We need to keep up our, winning streak now. We need to win against Wolves and we need to win against West Ham. And they're the sides we seem to be struggling against. The big teams, we tend to beat them. It's the smaller sides we're struggling against. So this is the side we're going to go with against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Stefan starts in goal again. Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Grimaldo in the back four. Rodri, De Bruyne and Gundogan in the midfield 3. It's Ferran Torres on the right, Mahrez on the left, Ferran Torres on the left, Mahrez on the right, and Erling Haaland through the middle. On the bench we've got Carson, Ake, Zinchenko, Palmer, Foden, Gabriel Jesus, and Liam Delap. Bernardo Silva, Grealish, and Ederson all in downwards condition as well. And we've not seen our first team sort of play together for a while now, have we? Which is getting worrying. As for Wolves, they've got Ruddy in goal. It's Nelson Semedo, Bolly, Roman Saiz, and Markel in the back four. Ruben Neves, and then Donker in the midfield too. Giovanni Reina signed from Borussia Dortmund. He came through the sort of City play for New York City and things. He's at the attacking midfield role. Johnny on the left wing, odd decision. Pedro Neto, on the right wing, and Jimenez as the striker. On the bench, we've got Campagna, Hangui Chan, Podence, Jordao, Lavernier, Cody, and Jose Sa. Strangely enough, he doesn't start in goal. That's the thing with PES, he never seems to start the starting goalkeepers. Strong side. Same again against Leicester City. Create chances, and if you create chances for Haaland more than the lap, we should be scoring plenty of goals. So the snow is falling here in Wolverhampton, Birmingham, or Manchester City versus Wolves. They will be a tough side to face. We have been a little bit poor, haven't we, in the past two episodes, like we said, but we're starting to build up now. No Grealish again. He's had a really poor season, Grealish, unfortunately, but he has grown to 89 rated in that. Haaland's had a bit of a tough time at the moment, but hopefully he's getting back to form. That goal against Chelsea didn't play in the last game. So Manchester City versus Wolves, and he's live from Molineux. Grimaldo. Ferran. Rodri. Mahrez. Rodri, Gundogan. Out to Grimaldo. Into Ferran. Made his run, Grimaldo. Continue with his run. Grimaldo. Into Erling Haaland. And Haaland scores 1-0. Brilliant cross from Grimaldo, who's an absolute master on that left-hand side at swinging crosses in. And it doesn't need any power really in the header from Erling Haaland. It's straight onto his head by Grimaldo. Combined with Ferran here. And the number 12 crosses it to our number 15. It's a simple header. Just gets it on target, Haaland, and it's in the back of the net. 1-0 Manchester City. Haaland's back firing again. Gundogan. Good touch in his chest. Rodri. Oh, dispossessed. Just. Jimenez. That running behind here. What is the defence doing? Jimenez. Well, that side there at Laporte, all on him there. Why he steps up here. Watch this here. Where's Laporte going here? Brilliant ball from Wolves, but why is Laporte stepping up there? What a waste. Rodri. Gundogan. Haaland, great touch. Erling Haaland makes it 2-1. He's definitely backfiring, Haaland, isn't it? He's definitely backfiring. His second goal today. He's been on a goal drought. He might try and make up for all those goals today. Rodri into Gundogan. Into Erling Haaland. One touch on his left foot. And it's into the back of the net by Erling Haaland. Well, this game is full of goals. Oh, Mahrez nearly. Then Donker in behind. Ferran Torres chases. Semedo. Cross comes in. It's Jimenez. Great save by Stefan on the rebound. Stefan saves again and again. Zach Stefan. Brilliant. Well, he might want to be our number one. It'd be nice if the players just did as you told them to. Make it a lot easier. Neto takes it really well. Brilliant. Here's Pedro Neto. Good lift in as well. Diaz away. Grimaldo, Rodri. De Bruyne. Haaland's gone. Haaland's gone and he just can't get in the end of that one. A little bit too heavy from Kevin De Bruyne. Only a little bit. And that is half-time. Manchester City 2, Wolves 1. We've been alright actually. One bit of defensive frailty, maybe two, where Stefan had to make a couple of saves. But we're not doing too badly. Saiss. Giving away Rodri. Haaland. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Come on, Riyad. Mahrez down the box. It's a clear as day penalty. It's a clear as day penalty. Into Rodri. Into Diaz. Not the sort of player I want stepping up, to be honest with you. Grimaldo. Ferran. Grimaldo, good swing in. Haaland's there. Erling Haaland with another header. 3-1 Manchester City. That's his hat-trick. Brilliant play from Haaland. Using his head as well now. Grimaldo again with an assist. If we get Grimaldo on this left-hand side, he can really put a good cross in. It's about getting him in that position. But he does get in that position. He's got Haaland to aim for. And he whips one into Erling Haaland right onto his head again. And Haaland, it's not even a header that he has to put any power in or really make an attempt with. He can just nod it in. That's better from us. That's better from us. I wish we could do this every time. Play our way out of danger. It's Ferran Torres. Brilliant. Ferran. Oh my word. That sums up at the moment. It's a tap-in for Erling Haaland and Ferran somehow overhits it. Corner. Jesus. Neves. Back they go. Roman Saiss. Cleared away. Rodri. Haaland. Into Gundogan. Gundogan. Haaland. Oh, runs into Saiss. Nearly. Goal number 4 for Erling Haaland, but he did get a hat-trick today. He could have had 4 or 5 today. If the support was better for him, he could have had 4 or 5. Full-time Manchester City 3, Wolves 1. Haaland back firing. That's brilliant to see. We only had 3 shots in the whole game, 3 on target, 3 goals for Haaland. That's the sort of, clinicalness in front of goal we want to see. Chelsea have won 2-0 against Brentford. Liverpool have won 1-0 against Fulham, so they're still up and around us. Manchester United win 1-0 against Arsenal. Spurs have lost 1-0 to Watford. It is a Manchester City-Liverpool title race, I believe. Manchester United in around there, but there's 2 inconsistencies. They've lost 4 games already this season. So up next, we are going to the London Stadium to face West Ham United. Another side, like Wolves, down in the Premier League table. But we need to keep our goal record up, don't we, really? So this is the side we're going to go with against West Ham. Edison starts in goal. It's Walker, Stones, Laporte and Grimaldo in the back 4. Rodri, Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield 3. Gundogan had to start that previous performance. Grealish finally in upwards condition, 89 rated. Starts on the left-hand side. Ferran Torres on the right-hand side. And Erling Haaland through the middle. Hat-trick here on the last game. We've got Stefan, Cancelo, Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Mahrez, Liam Delap on the bench. Jesus, Ake misses out today. So does Zinchenko, Palmer, Lavia, Doyle, so on. As for West Ham United, Fabianski starts in goal. It's Soufal, Liam Cooper, Diop and Cresswell at the back. Mark Noble, he's still playing with Soucek in the midfield too. Ben Rama on the left, Bowen on the right. And Pablo Fornals in behind the danger man, Mikel Antonio. On the bench, they've got Areola, Fredericks, James Garner signed. Harvey Elliott also signed from Liverpool. So 2 very good young players signed from big clubs. Yarmolenko and Thiago Tomas, who I think has been signed from Sporting Lisbon. So under the lights here, a night match at the London Stadium just before we get into January and the transfer window. Whether we make any signs, I think the answer is no. No improvements to the squad here. But West Ham United looking a strong side. Antonio is going to be a big test for Laporte and Stones today. No Diaz. We've gone with Laporte and Stones. Give them two the chance to get a more creative centre-backs, aren't they, with their passing compared to Ruben Diaz. So Manchester City versus West Ham, and it is live from the London Stadium. And immediately a long ball to Antonio, which he nods into the path of Ferran Torres. Haaland can't get the end of that one. Walker. De Bruyne. Ferran. In behind to Haaland here. Oh, he can't just touch it round the player. Fornals forward to Antonio. Turns Stones. Soufal. Feels very, very congested, this pitch. It really does. Fornals. What a ball. Benrahma. Great save from Edison. It feels very, very congested, this pitch. But this is a pass that cuts us open here. In behind Kyle Walker, who stepped up. That allowed that ball in behind. It's a good save from Edison. It's Cresswell, actually, the fullback, getting forward. Haaland. Grealish picks it back up. Rodri. Not the pass. Not the pass I played by any stretch of the imagination, but Rodri played it anyway. Cresswell. Walker's out of position here. Fornals. West Ham are low down the table. They're cutting us open at times here. Laporte, well played. Goal kick or corner, I'm not quite sure. Long ball again to Antonio. Laporte in there. De Bruyne. Rodri, De Bruyne, great play. That's better. De Bruyne. Into Ferran. No advantage there, referee. Absolutely no advantage. Absolutely no advantage. Come on, Walker. And that is our time. 0-0, 45 minutes just wasted there. It'd be pointless playing them. Just can't do anything with the ball. Second half underway. We've not created a chance all game. Haaland's been starved of opportunities up top. I don't think he's been brilliant either, is Ferran Torres. Start from Ferran. He's taking it to the byline here, Ferran Torres. And he's lifted one near to Erling Haaland. And it's a great save from Fabianski. First chance for Haaland on his head. But he wants it at his feet. He wants it at his feet. And we're not creating the chances to put it at people's feet at the moment. Haaland's in there. Grealish. Ooh, might fall to someone. Try to just get it in there. Well done, Kyle Walker. Player of the season, you're looking at him at the moment. Look at that run from De Bruyne. He's found him. Grealish, don't just run away from him. Oh, Grealish. Grealish. Oh, takes a touch. Haaland. Brilliant from Haaland. Oh, what a goal from Erling Haaland. What a goal from Erling Haaland. Grealish ruined it. Haaland, little body feints, takes it past a couple of players and puts it in the near post. And Haaland saying, thank you to Jack Grealish. That was you who passed it to me. Really sheer, heavy touch, but look at this. He works it back to Haaland. Here's an assist for Grealish. What a bit of movement from Haaland there. It's the shoulder. The little drop of the shoulder, isn't it? He drops that shoulder. Shows he can dribble in small spaces here. See you later. Hammers it in at the near post. Erling Haaland goal. 1-0 we lead, and we're asking Haaland to bail us out time after time here. We need more from Grealish, don't we, at the moment? He's growing in overall, but I feel like he was far better last season. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Ferran. De Bruyne. Great touch. De Bruyne. Oh, into Haaland. It's defended behind for a corner. I don't think he scored a corner all season, but we might do here. Fabianski away. De Bruyne. Beautiful swing into Erling Haaland. What a cross. He does get his head on it. It's 2-0 Manchester City. Head or feet, Erling Haaland will put the ball in the back of the net. Brilliant goal here. What a swing in by Kevin De Bruyne. What a swing in here. He sees Haaland at that far post. And boy does he find him. And Haaland throws anything at it. This time his head. And he puts it in the back of the net. This angle will show it even better. Ridiculous cross from Kevin De Bruyne. Erling Haaland's in there. We're 2-0 up now. We can make the substitutions we want to make. I think Foden's going to come on for Gundogan. Bernardo Silva for Kevin De Bruyne. Let me bring Cancelo on just so we can get a bit of a game time. He's going to come on at left back, I think, for Alex Grimaldo. Grealish. Foul. Free kick again. Well done, Jack Grealish. He's winning lots of free kicks here now. Because he's playing his game. He's playing his game. Finally. Grealish. Grealish. Shot blocked away. Diop away. Laporte. He's going all the way behind for a goal kick. That's full time. Manchester City 2. West Ham United 0. We do pick up 3 points. Haaland's on the score sheet again with a double. Let's continue this form now and then let's build on play style, because at the moment the play style can be a little bit laboured, but it's working a little bit better now. Other results around the league, massive result for us, and that shows why that win was so important. Liverpool 0, Chelsea 1. Big win there for us in the title race. Arsenal have beat Crystal Palace 4-2. United have drawn 0-0 with Villa. That's good for us. That's massive for us, actually. It really is. Puts another loss on Liverpool's results there and means we are just a little bit space between us and Liverpool again, but let's keep that space this time. We are at the halfway point in the Premier League season, so it's interesting to see, you know, how players perform at the halfway point. Our most used players are Kevin De Bruyne, Ederson and Haaland with 23 appearances each. You can see there, Ederson, no goals, no assists for him, of course. Zinchenko's got 2 assists in 19. Kevin De Bruyne has got 10 goals and 9 assists in 23 games. Rodri, 7 assists so far this season from holding midfield. Foden, 5 goals and 2 assists in 20. Mahrez, 2 goals and 1 assist in 20. Grealish has started to build up his numbers now. 4 assists and 1 goal in 22. I'd hope for him to finish on double figures in goals, actually, and assists at the end of this season. So, a big second half of the season for him. Haaland's got no assists, but he's got 26 goals in 23 appearances. That shows his quality. Cancelo, 1 assist in 11 appearances. Bernardo Silva, 3 assists in 11. Palmer's got 2 goals and 1 assist in 6, which is pretty impressive. Ferran, 3 goals in 14. Nowhere near the level of last season, but he's not being used as much as last season. We need to start getting his goals up again. Delap's got 7 and 11, which is impressive. Anyone else? Labia's got an assist for himself. Gundogan's got 3 assists and 1 goal in 13. Grimaldo's got 5 assists in 12 games. That's pretty good from fullback. Diaz, 19 appearances also as well. So that shows that which players are really performing for us this season. And that's not many. So we kick off the new year with a game against Bournemouth away at the Vitality Stadium, which we will simulate. We'll then go into that game against Leeds, and we possibly will go to the Brentford Community Stadium to play Brentford as well, since we did lose there. I think it was 3-1, wasn't it, last season? We need to make up for those mistakes. So a 3-0 win away from home at Bournemouth. Liverpool win 4-1 against Leicester City. Chelsea gets a 2-2 draw. Manchester United have lost 2-0 to Tottenham. Newcastle won 4-2 against Everton, big result for them. Arsenal 2, West Ham United 0. So we're still top on 51 points. Manchester United, they're not a title race, are they? I don't think Chelsea or Spurs are either. It is purely between us or Liverpool and who wins the most games. And that's how the Premier League always is. As for the bottom of the table, Bournemouth now looking in a danger zone, aren't they? The same for Burnley, Fulham, Sheffield, Brentford, who we do face pretty soon. So Leeds United at home next, and look at that for a transfer. Manchester United have completed the signing of Jude Bellingham, a player that possibly could have been interested in the future, for 83 million. Massive signing, ridiculously good player. Bellingham can play all over the midfield, can't he? And what a sign that is for Manchester United. They're looking dangerous already for going into next season. And we've got to, forget about them. I don't think the consistency is there for them. Maybe it will be next season. But we've got to face Leeds yet. So this is the side for Leeds today. Ederson starts in goal. We've got Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Grimaldo in the back four. Gundogan in the midfield, holding role with Bernardo on the right, De Bruyne on the left, Grealish on the left-hand side of midfield with Mahrez on the other side, and then it's Erling Haaland through the middle. And we've got players in downwards condition again. This time it's Ferran Torres, Rodri and Foden as well, which is a big miss. So Stefan starts in goal. It's Cancelo, Stones, Zinchenko, obviously on the bench, Palmer, Gabriel Jesus and Liam Delap. As for Leeds, Meslier in goal, Diego Llorente, Duroc and Koch at the back, Shackleton, Phillips and Klitsch in the midfield three, and James on the left, Relish on the right, and Tyler Roberts in behind Patrick Bamford. Rodrigo could come on off the bench, so could Shotard, Firpo, Dallas Strauch, even Lewis Bates. Good Leeds side as always, but a side that we are expected to win against, which is the same for most sides. So the snow falls in a snowy January at the Etihad Stadium as we welcome Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds, and we've made one change to the bench. In fact, Romeo Lavia in for Zinchenko. I just thought maybe it's a chance for Lavia to come on because we haven't got a holding midfielder, specifically, especially in Ilkay Gundogan playing there today, who's more forward thinking. We had Mahrez there looking on for Manchester City versus Leeds. It's live from the Etihad Stadium. Here's Phillips. Lifts one in. Bamford. Laporte can't win it. Roberts. Klitsch. Lovely little back heel. Dan James. Up against Kyle Walker today, luckily. Haaland, well done. De Bruyne. Grealish. Haaland. De Bruyne. Wonderful pass. Riyad Mahrez. Manchester City on the counter here. Mahrez! And Riyad Mahrez scores. He hasn't got many goals this season, Mahrez, so far. For the second half of the season. We need to take it to another level, don't we? We really need to step up our standards. We started the season fantastically. We've gone for a little poor period for 2 or 3 months. That's a brilliant counter-attack. And Riyad Mahrez whips one into the far corner with his left foot. Meslier leaves all the space. It's a wonderful finish from the Algerian Riyad Mahrez to give us a 1-0 lead here. That pass from De Bruyne there. Perfect to Mahrez. Haaland's running wide again. Bernardo's going through the centre. De Bruyne. Wonderful ball. Mahrez again. No, and Meslier tips it over the bar. De Bruyne is finding Mahrez in lots of space in his right hand side. Dan James not really getting back. He attempted to there, but Mahrez is already in behind him. Gundogan. Phillips is there. De Bruyne, what a cross that is to Erling Haaland. My word. My word, what a cross. 2-0 Manchester City. What a cross. Absolutely incredible, this ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Absolutely incredible in behind that defensive line. What a cross, and Haaland just heads it in the bottom corner. It's unbelievable from De Bruyne. Absolutely unbelievable. Manchester City 2, Leeds 0. We need to use that De Bruyne cross a lot more, don't we? Gundogan. Bernardo. Into Grealish. Whips a cross in. Haaland on his chest. Haaland with an overhead kick. It's over the bar, but nice cross by Jack Grealish. Just a little bit too much from Haaland. Went for the spectacular. Brilliant from Grealish. Still got it. Been fouled there, I thought. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne makes it 3-0. 50 minutes played, by the way. We've only 2 minutes added time. Jack Grealish there. Toying with Leicester City. Well, with Leeds United down at left-hand side. Eventually pulls it back to Bernardo Silva. Lays it off to Kevin De Bruyne. And he sees all that space in the edge of the box. And he puts it in the back of the net. 3-0 Manchester City. We have torn Leeds apart here. And at half-time, they're 3-0 down. And they look dead and buried, don't they, really? We've been very, very good for once. Cut out by Kyle Walker. Cancelo's hardly getting in the team at the moment because of the quality of Kyle. Bernardo. Haaland. De Bruyne. Great ball. Mahrez. Pulls it back. Haaland on his right foot. Erling Haaland makes it 4-0. We are tearing Leeds apart here. De Bruyne is at the heart of everything. Wonderful ball in behind here by KDB. Into Mahrez. Mahrez sees Haaland on the edge of the box. Pulls it back to him. Right foot across the goalkeeper. 4-0 Manchester City. Another goal for Haaland. I can't wait to see his goal scoring record at the end of the season. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I've no doubt about that. Palmer can't beat him. De Bruyne can't win it back either. All his possession at the end of the game, Leeds, but what a waste. Doing nothing with it. I'm just chasing them round. I'm sick of it, and then they go and do that. De Bruyne is very tired. Cole Palmer. The lap. Oh, it still might come to the lap. No. That's going to be full time. Manchester City 4, Leeds United 0. A battering there. Erling Haaland on the score sheet. The same as Riyad Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne. They couldn't handle us. Liverpool have beaten Burnley 3-0. Brentford have won 3-0 against Wolves. Sorry, so that's something to keep an eye on. Chelsea 3, Watford 1. Manchester United 2, Newcastle United 2. Wow, United are poor. We're still atop of the table by 3 points. Definitely a better defensive record, but only by 1. Only conceded 9 goals so far this season. Let's keep that up. Goals 48. We're doing pretty well. I'm impressed with how we're doing. We're definitely playing better again. But big test against Brentford for the final game of the episode. A side that did beat us 3-1 there last season. We received an offer from Hoffenheim here to take Jaden Braff on loan, which we will accept. I think, game in the Bundesliga for him will be good for his development. So this is a side for Brentford today. Edison's in goal. Cancelo's back in. Stones, Diaz and Zinchenko in the back four because Aymeric Laporte's picked up an injury that will keep him out for a week. Rodri, De Bruyne and Phil Foden back in there in the midfield three. Grealish on the left, Mahrez on the right and Erling Haaland through the middle. On the bench we've got Walker, Grimaldo, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus and Liam Delap. As for Brentford, no David Raya, it's Fernandez in goal. Pontus Jansson still at the back there with Aya, Rico Henry at left back as well. We've got Jensen, De Silva, Janelt in the midfield, and it's Ivan Toney partnered with Divisoglu, someone like that, and Burmo on the bench. Expect him to come on. Same with Onyeka and Wissa, Nordgaard, people like that. They look quite good, and Burmo's pace will be an issue, but Ivan Toney, I think, was the man who scored the 2 goals or 3 goals hat-trick possibly against us last season. So Manchester City versus Brentford for the final game of the episode at the Brentford Community Stadium. Did well to stay in the Premier League. Last season did Brentford beat us 3-1 of course in this fixture, and that's why we're playing it to try and rectify our issues from last season. Foden. Haaland. Then behind to Jack Grealish. Grealish into Mahrez, cleared away. De Bruyne picks it up and into Zinchenko. Rodri. Cancelo. That was meant for Mahrez. He underhit it massively. And Brentford counter. Oh my word. Is this last season all over again? Well done, Edison. Foden, De Bruyne. Oh, through to Haaland. Erling. Haaland doesn't miss those chances. 1-0 Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne assist. And that's the difference. Last season, we got caught on the counter and conceded. And even if we didn't, we couldn't go up the other end and finish a chance that killed Brentford off straight away. This time we can. Foden into De Bruyne. Wonderful pass on his left foot into Erling Haaland. And he puts in the back of the net for 1-0. Another goal for Haaland. We're going to have to look after it this game, aren't we, before the end of the episode, just to see how many goals he scored in the Premier League. He must be top goal scorer. He must be top goal scorer. I can't see anyone being anywhere near him. Still Grealish. De Bruyne. Foden. Cancelo. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez. Good chance to the near post. Good save by the goalkeeper Fernandez. Really good play though there. Really good play by the team. De Bruyne to swing one in. It's towards Haaland. Try to nod it down. Diaz. De Bruyne. Cancelo. Oh, intercepted. Janssen away, and that's half time. 1-0 lead Brentford at half time. We've been good that we've dominated them. They had that one chance that Edison cut out. Needs to be a bit better though, creating that final ball, don't we, for Haaland or someone to tap it in anyway. Foden. De Bruyne. Cancelo. Into Mahrez. De Bruyne. Haaland! Oh, brilliant goal. What a touch from Erling Haaland there, by the way. De Bruyne finds Haaland again. Haaland scores, but what a touch on the outside of his right foot to control that. We work it around the box really well. Mahrez goes back to De Bruyne. What a touch that is by Haaland on the outside of his right boot. Takes it on his heel around the defender and puts it in the back of the net. 2-0 Manchester City. We're electric at the moment, aren't we? We really are rolling. Back in form. Let's keep that up till the end of the season now. I want, a full 6 months of this. Stones out to it. He's lost it out to Toney. Stones gets a kick on Toney there. Diaz across. Advantage had already been played. Diaz gives it away. Janelt. Wide. Roselev. Zinchenko with a slip. Cross comes in. It's a free header, but Ruben Dias is there. Jensen. De Silva. Foden. Brilliant. Brilliant by Phil. Let's go. Foden into Haaland. Oh, they have found him. Haaland. Pulls it back to Mahrez, who makes it 3-0 Manchester City. Mahrez is getting on the score sheet as well in this second half of the season. Similar to last season. Scoring the goals, Riyad Mahrez. It's Foden who creates this. It takes deflection, the defender slips, it allows Haaland to get across. That is Haaland's first assist, I think, of his Manchester City career. And Mara's in the back of the net for 3-0. And we'll make some substitutions now. Rico Henry comes off disappointed. And Burmo's coming in on left wing back, which is an interesting substitution. Jesus, Foden, good play. Foden. Haaland. Haaland, brilliant. Haaland! Oh, he's hit the bar. So close, Erling Haaland. So close. Off the crossbar. Rodri. Wonderful midfield play. Through to Delap. Liam Delap makes it 4-0. Thought it was 5 then. Well played, Rodri. Another assist for Rodri from midfield. He's got quite a few this season. Liam Delap played in. And Liam Delap scores. Great options we have got for striking. Wonderful play by Rodri here. He's got Jesus and Grealish running. He picks Delap. And Delap puts it in the back of the net. Just so easy. Just so easy when Brentford make mistakes like that. Onyeka comes on for De Silva. But Brentford know this match is completely over. And it was after the first half. Come off his heels. Gundogan. Delap. Great touch. Liam Delap makes it 5-0. Delap's got a double for himself as well. I think it was Gundogan with the assist. Delap comes on and scores 2. Him and Haaland have got a great battle up top there, really, because Delap's fantastic. He comes on when teams are tired. Jesus into Gundogan, into Liam Delap. That touch there just takes him around the defender. And he hits it with power past the keeper. And the keeper does get hands on it, but there's so much power in it, similar to Haaland. You can't save it. 5-0 Manchester City. Class performance again. Stones. Gundogan. Here we go for one more. Delap. Jesus. Delap might want a hat-trick. He's not going to get it. Pass from Jesus. Wasn't quite in behind for him to chase. And that is full-time. Manchester City 5. Brentford 0. Massive win away. And it shows how much we've improved on in this team compared to last season. So results around the Premier League. Bournemouth 4, Leeds 2. Liverpool draw 1-1. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant for us. Watford have beat Leicester City 4-1. Chelsea win 2-0. United get another 0-0 draw, this time with Fulham. Arsenal and Tottenham share points at 2-2. So that means that we are now a little bit even further at top of the Premier League table on 57 points. Starting to run away from Liverpool now, which is great to see. And that defeat for Brentford keeps them right down in the relegation zone. We're having a good season. We're having a very, very good season. So just have a look at the goal ranking in the Premier League, and look at that. Mo Salah in second with 15, Harry Kane in third with 13, but top of the goal ranking is Erling Haaland with 26 Premier League goals already. Absolutely ridiculous. What a signing he is. We'll have a look at the assist ranking as well, why not? And top assist is Kevin De Bruyne, 13 assists this season, and Rodri also is in there with 6, but De Bruyne running away with it at the moment, and he's getting quite a few assists now. The team is getting better and better, isn't it? And we will start the next episode with a big game which could make us massively favourites to the Premier League title against Liverpool. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you guys next time.